Be set to go. All eyes on Vidora. Red lights are on. They're set. Racing in the Winterbottom. Belter jumped quickly from the inside. Vidora a little sluggishly away. Out very quickly is Ash Law, and also coming out running is Run Sun from the outside. He's going up there as well as Ash Law after the start. Durandell, Rebel King, and the 3-year-old Valor Road. He settled down on the inside ahead of Malibu Style, then Vidora. Prophet Street joins the South Aussie mare. A length Malaguira being followed by I'll Have a Bit, Enticing Star, Dainty Tess, and back last of all is Voodoo Lad. 700 left to go though. They come off the riverside, and Carberry had the flying grey. Belter leading clearly. It's Belter here in the Winterbottom, 2 in front. The Victorian Run Sun second. Over on the fence, Rebel King is third. Then Ash Law, followed then by Durandell, camped out wide. He's looking for a run with the 3-year-old behind them. Valor Road, Vidora's back in heavy track. It is track Vic as they set sail for the judge. Into the straight, Belter kick 2 clear. Ash Law down the outside, looming very quickly. And down the outside is Malaguira, and here's Enticing Star as well. Ash Law at the 150, Enticing Star joins it, and now joining it is Voodoo Lad. It's Voodoo Lad. Oliver draws the whip. Voodoo Lad grabbed them. Voodoo Lad gets home to win it. Voodoo Lad for Ollie. Beat Enticing Star, Malaguira. Valor Road close up. In behind them then came I'll Have a Bit, Ash Law, Malibu Style, and then came Prophet Street. Further back came Durandell, and then at the head of the others, Dainty Tess. Further back is Vidora, and then Belter, who stopped awfully quickly. Well back, Run Sun, and Rebel King is the last of them to greet the judge in the 2018 Winterbottom Stakes. Ollie and Voodoo Lad. Number 2, Voodoo Lad. Damien Oliver for Darren Weir has clinched the Crown Perth Winterbottom Stakes. Number 2, with a last to first paralysing burst, the Victorian I Am Invincible gelding has claimed a Group 1 scalp from Enticing Star, Malaguira. I'll Have a Bit fourth in a magnificent finishing run by Voodoo Lad, continuing the run of interstate horses to win the Winterbottom. And another great training triumph by the mercurial Darren Weir, teaming up with probably, arguably, in fact, definitely the best jockey ever produced from this state. And he adds another Group 1 to his tally, of course, as the most successful Group 1 jockey in Australian racing history, D. Oliver, and he's timed his run oh so sweetly on Voodoo Lad. For Sedgen Ho Thoroughbreds, the estate of the NS Leckie, D. Anderson and P. Blackham, getting home at odds of 1370, 370 from the WA mare, Enticing Star, William Pike, with Malaguira, West Australian owned, trained by Peter Galagotis, ridden by Ben Mellum in 1:10.24. 1:10.24 is the time as they make their way back after the running of the Winterbottom Stakes. And Brittany Taylor's got the man of the moment. He's WA's favourite racing son, Damien Oliver.
Yes, I'm with WA's favourite son, and Ollie, what a beautiful full circle moment this is. A Group 1, but your 115th Group 1, but to do it back on home turf, does that make it just that little bit more special?
Getting a bit emotional now, Britt. Yeah, it is. It's great. Love coming home, and it's where it all started for me, so it's great to do it at home, and always thought this horse would be well suited to this race, a pressure sort of 1200, and he showed that today. He finished too strong for them.
We gave you the visitor's draw for a homeboy coming back home, but how did you overcome that today?
Yeah, look, it probably just forced our hand to ride him cold as he likes to be ridden. And coming to the turn, I was following the right horse, that Enticing Star, Malaguira, in front of us, and was able to peel off their back, and this horse has got a great finish on him when you can switch him off and produce him late.
You learnt your trade on the tracks, these tracks, the ones around WA. Just how special is this moment?
Yeah, it's great. I look over the back of that little Sandown track, and I trotted hundreds of horses around that track, and it's always nice to come home and to do it in front of family and my mum, and it's really great.
I'm sure there's some special people looking over you too today. Well done.
Thanks, Britt.
I don't think I've seen Damien Oliver more emotional, apart from that moment after winning the Melbourne Cup on Media Puzzle. But that is as emotional as Damien has ever been after any victory.
Incredible, isn't it? He's a Perth boy, and he likes coming back for the carnival, and to win the $1 million race here, I'm sure he's very, very satisfied, and he obviously made all the right moves there. And I don't know, Sedge and Ho, with the Sedge and Ho colours, they've been pouring millions into this industry for a number of years now, and that may well be their first Group 1, I'm thinking, for Kevin. So I might be wrong, but someone tapped me on the shoulder and said that.
And of course, bred by the late Noel Leckie from up there at Scone as Ollie comes back. And here's DK Weir, the winning trainer, wins his second Group 1 in the West.
How about that?
Yeah, it's great, Gareth. Amazing. He really deserves that horse. He's ran so well in a lot of great races and missed by a small margin, so it's great that he's finally got one.
He's a horse that gets back. When did you think that, this could be his day?
Well, when he got to the outside and at about the 300 he was launching, I thought, well, you're going to run into the money anyway, you know, but I must say I got a bit excited at the 100, but it's great to see that horse do it. Like I mentioned before, he thoroughly deserves it.
And you pointed out this horse has been around for a long time, and he's raced some great races, and probably Ascot, when you arrived here, you needed all of the luck, but he sort of made his own luck today. That was a big effort out wide.
It was a good effort, but geez, it was some ride. Like, you know, he was back on the fence last there at one stage and went through them and then got him to the outside, because I sort of said that to Damien. I said, you're going to have to work out whether you go through them or around them, and he obviously went through them, and it was a winning move, but look, that's a massive thrill, that is.
And Ollie was a little bit emotional when he had a chat to Brittany Taylor, and you're really excited where you've won a host of Group 1s, but it's great to win one here again in Perth.
Yeah, it's great, absolutely. You know, got a big thanks to Lindsay Smith. He more or less just throws his place at us and says, go your hardest. He puts horses in the paddock so we can use his place, and then I pump him for information. So he, you know, this horse has had a couple of gallops on his track, and you know, obviously I've said about his track before how good it is, and you know, it's paid dividends again with this horse, because got some solid work into him without hurting his legs, and that's the key to it, and I can't thank him enough.
Now, where are you so popular? They're yelling out from the fence. He's shouting the bar again.
If Hagger shouts, I'll shout.
All right, mate, congratulations. Enjoy the moment.
No worries, good on you.
Voodoo Lad being rugged. Well, he was runner-up in a Rupert Clark, runner-up in a Newmarket, but he gets his Group 1 today, Voodoo Lad. And Ollie back on board. He hadn't ridden the horse since the horse's last start win, and that was in the Ori Star down the straight at Flemington. Since then, second in the Heath, fourth in the Scalacci, eighth in the Manikato, but a big Group 1 win on the board. And for Ollie to win at home in front of the WA crowd is a big moment.
He loves doing it, and he loves doing it in front of the big crowd, Greg, and in front of Mum Pat too. She'll be tickle pink with the victory handed in by Damien on the Victorian trained galloper in Voodoo Lad, who was exceptional here this afternoon, coming from last at the 600 metres mark and proving too good. For the mare, Enticing Star, the shades went on. She was game in defeat, as Ronnie Duffy alluded to. She did everything right. She carted Voodoo Lad into the race. Malaguera was super, and I'll have a little bit unlucky in the run. Nice performance to finish fourth.
So 2 Voodoo Lad, 13 Enticing Star, 1 Malaguera and 12 I'll Have a Bit. Now the time was 1:10.24, 1:10.24, 3/4 by a short neck. Valorode, the 3-year-old, was officially 5th. All the Voodoo hats are on. A Group 1, another one for DK Weir in this remarkable career. We'll return to Perth for the final 2 races here very soon, and stay with us, because coming up before the last we've got a special on Willie Pike in profile. Brittany Taylor visited Willie at the farm, and that's coming up after our next race prior to the last. It's a